Hey everyone, tonight we're diving into the surprisingly wild economic roller coaster that is St. Kitts and Nevis. These two islands, nestled in the Caribbean, have a history that's as rich and varied as the landscapes that make them up. From lush rainforests to pristine beaches, St. Kitts and Nevis are not just a tropical paradise but also a place with a fascinating economic past. Two islands, smaller than the average American suburb, yet with a financial story more dramatic than a season of The Real Housewives of wherever they film that. Imagine a place where the economy has seen everything from ancient bartering systems to modern financial services. It's a tale of resilience, adaptation, and transformation. But before the Europeans showed up with their funny accents and insatiable desire for sugar, these islands were inhabited by the Kalinago people. The Kalinago were the original masters of these lands, living in harmony with nature and each other. Their way of life was simple yet sophisticated, deeply connected to the rhythms of the earth and sea. Now, the Kalinago didn't have Wall Street or Bitcoin. Their economy was all about bartering. You know, the ancient art of "I'll trade you this sweet potato for that fish you just caught." This system was based on mutual benefit and trust, a far cry from the complex financial instruments we deal with today. It was a straightforward, no-nonsense approach to economics. They were masters of their environment, living off the land and sea. The Kalinago knew how to make the most of their resources, whether it was fishing in the abundant waters or farming the fertile soil. Their knowledge of the local ecosystem was unparalleled, allowing them to thrive in a sustainable manner. It was a pretty sweet deal, actually. No taxes, no mortgages, just good vibes and good trades. Imagine a world where your worth wasn't measured by your bank balance but by the quality of your relationships and the goods you could offer. It was a community-centric approach that fostered strong social bonds and mutual support. Sadly, this chill economic system wouldn't last forever because, colonialism. The arrival of European settlers brought drastic changes to the islands. The Kalinago way of life was disrupted, and their bartering system was replaced by a cash economy driven by the demands of the colonial powers. More on that disaster later. The impact of colonialism on St. Kitts and Nevis was profound, leading to a complete overhaul of their economic and social structures. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's appreciate the ingenuity and resilience of the Kalinago people, who managed to create a thriving economy long before the advent of modern financial systems. Enter the English in the 17th century, stage left, carrying a giant cash crop sugar. They saw the fertile volcanic soil of St. Kitts and thought, jackpot, let's turn this place into a sugar-producing machine. And just like that, the island's economy became completely hooked on sugar. It was the era of the sugar rush, and everyone wanted a taste. Plantations popped up faster than Starbucks in a gentrifying neighborhood, but this sweet success came with a bitter aftertaste. Because guess who was doing all the backbreaking work? Yeah, not the English gentleman sipping tea back in London. Fast forward to 1834, and slavery, thankfully, gets the boot. But here's the thing about abruptly ending a system that's been propping up your economy for centuries. It's going to leave a mark. The sugar industry, which had relied entirely on forced labor, was suddenly in a pickle. They tried paying wages, but it wasn't as profitable. Shocker. The islands went through some rough patches, kind of like that awkward phase we all went through in middle school. From cane to cocktails saying aloha to tourists and their wallets. By the mid-20th century, the sugar industry was looking about as appealing as a week-old piece of sugar cane. The world had moved on to other sweeteners, and St. Kitts and Nevis needed a new recipe for economic success. Enter tourism, stage right, wearing a Hawaiian shirt and carrying a tray of pina coladas. The islands realized they had something even sweeter than sugar-stunning beaches, lush rainforests, and a laid-back vibe that screamed vacation. Hotels sprouted up, cruise ships flocked in, and the locals swapped their machetes for margarita shakers. Passports for cash. A controversial shortcut to prosperity? Now let's fast forward to the 2010s when St. Kitts and Nevis stumbled upon a unique, albeit controversial way to boost their economy selling citizenships. Yep, you heard that right. This tiny Caribbean nation, known for its stunning beaches and vibrant culture, decided to open its doors to the world in a rather unconventional manner. For a cool $1 million, or a hefty investment in real estate, you too could be a citizen of this island paradise. Imagine, not just a vacation spot, but a second home, a new identity, and a gateway to new opportunities. Think of it as the ultimate VIP package: sun, sand, and a brand spanking new passport. This wasn't just about a piece of paper, it was about a lifestyle, a status symbol, and a strategic move for many. It was a risky move, and some folks cried foul, but it brought in a much-needed influx of cash. Critics argued it was a sellout, a compromise of national integrity, but supporters saw it as a lifeline, a way to thrive in a competitive global economy. It's like that time you sold your old Beanie Baby collection on eBay for way more than you expected. You might have felt a bit guilty, but the financial boost was undeniable. Historically, St. Kitts and Nevis had relied on sugarcane and tourism, but the global market was changing. They needed a new strategy, and this citizenship by investment program was their answer. The program attracted investors from all over the world, leading to a boom in real estate and infrastructure development. New hotels, resorts, and businesses sprang up, creating jobs and boosting the local economy. For the locals, it meant more opportunities and a higher standard of living. The influx of foreign capital helped improve public services, healthcare, and education. Government officials defended the program, stating that it was a necessary step to ensure the nation's prosperity. They argued that in a globalized world, innovative solutions were required to stay competitive. Tourists and new citizens alike brought diversity and vibrancy to the island, enriching its cultural tapestry. The program wasn't without its challenges, but it undeniably transformed St. Kitts and Nevis. So, was it a controversial shortcut to prosperity? Perhaps, but for many it was a bold and necessary move that redefined the future of this island paradise. Sun, sand, and stability? The future of paradise. When you think of St. Kitts and Nevis, the first images that come to mind are probably pristine beaches, crystal clear waters, and a laid-back island lifestyle. But beyond the postcard-perfect scenery, there's a deeper story unfolding. So where does that leave St. Kitts and Nevis today? This twin island nation has come a long way from its colonial past, evolving into a vibrant and dynamic society. The capital city, Basseterre, is a bustling hub of activity where modernity meets tradition. Well, it's a mixed bag. Tourism is booming, with visitors flocking to the islands to soak up the sun and enjoy the myriad of activities on offer. Cruise ships regularly dock at Port Zante, bringing in thousands of tourists eager to explore the local culture and natural beauty. The citizenship program is still a thing, attracting foreign investors and wealthy individuals looking for a second passport. This program has been a significant source of revenue for the government, helping to fund various development projects across the islands. And the islands are considered a high-income country, thanks to the thriving tourism industry and the influx of foreign investment. Luxury resorts and high-end properties dot the coastline, offering breathtaking ocean views and world-class amenities. But like a delicious rum punch, there's a potent mix of challenges that come with this prosperity. The islands face the ever-looming threat of climate change, which could have devastating effects on their delicate ecosystems and tourism-dependent economy. There's a potent mix of challenges: climate change, economic inequality, and the need to balance development with environmental conservation. Coastal erosion is a growing concern, and the local communities are grappling with visible economic disparities, and the ever-present threat of another global crisis, like the recent pandemic, could send their tourism-dependent economy into a tailspin. The empty streets and closed shops during such times are stark reminders of the fragility of their economic stability. That could send their tourism-dependent economy into a tailspin. The islands have to constantly adapt to the changing global landscape, ensuring that they remain a top destination for travelers while also safeguarding their natural resources. Will they manage to navigate these choppy waters and maintain their newfound prosperity? The resilience of the people of St. Kitts and Nevis will be put to the test as they face these challenges head-on. And maintain their newfound prosperity? Only time will tell, but there are signs of hope. Local businesses are thriving, and new construction projects are underway, signaling a commitment to growth and development. But one thing's for sure, the spirit of the people is unbreakable. The flag of St. Kitts and Nevis waves proudly in the wind, a symbol of their resilience and determination to overcome any obstacle. This tiny nation has a knack for reinvention, transforming from a sugar-based economy to a tourism and investment hub. The history of St. Kitts and Nevis is a testament to their ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. And they're not afraid to take a gamble. Whether it's through innovative business ventures or new tourism initiatives, the people of St. Kitts and Nevis are always looking for ways to secure a brighter future. And who knows, maybe they'll come up with another crazy scheme that'll have the rest of the world scratching their heads. The government is constantly exploring new policies and projects to ensure sustainable growth and development. That'll have the rest of the world scratching their heads and saying, "Well played, St. Kitts and Nevis, well played." The international community watches with interest as this small nation continues to punch above its weight and saying, "Well played, St. Kitts and Nevis, well played." As the sun sets over the islands, casting a golden glow over the landscape, one can't help but feel optimistic about the future of this paradise. The journey ahead may be challenging, but the spirit of St. Kitts and Nevis remains unyielding.